The month of August is swiftly passing. We're now in the 15th day of August. And I would like to know if somebody could help me. Why has the FNM government forgotten Abaco? I don't know, it's because maybe this Hubert minister thought that Hubert Ingram did too much, so he's withholding all the hate for Hubert on Hubert. But we got to really think about this, Abaconians. Think about the thousands of persons that were stranded in the hospital, Mashaba Health Facility, the thousands of people that were stranded in the government complex. I want to bring your mind back. We're coming back up on the anniversary. September 1st will be 2 years. Remember the days that you were at the airport, sleeping at the airport for days in Marshall Airport, Treshiki Airport, no government help. We had the British on the ground. We had the Americans on the grounds. We had the Jamaicans on the ground. We had a Denmark on the ground. No defense force for a week later. All these other agencies on the ground. Where was NEMA? Where is NEMA? Where is the DRA and the minister responsible for the DRA? Two ministers they put in this nothing ministry, and all they're doing is eating up the cash by they gotten a ministerial position that an organization called NEMA has already been established all over the world to take care of such disaster, such needs. So DRA and NEMA, they haven't got together yet to do nothing. So you have two agency, government agency in this country. You got NEMA and you got DRA. And neither one of them, two of them collectively together, don't wait one. And every time I hear the $35 million going towards a bridge for tourist attraction, and Bahamians, Abaconians are losing their mind slowly because they're still holding on to that little hope that God slapped the prime minister and say, hey, you got a people that you elected to serve. You wasn't elected to serve Betty and a dog down the Life at Key, Mr. Prime Minister and Darren Henfield. You were elected to serve the poor. And you would make a statement that your next time that you're elected is for the poor. But you have forgotten the poor people is the one that elected you. There's not one person in Life at Key. The whole of Life at Key could have voted for the FNM. You still would not have been elected. The poor people that y'all said that the PLP forgotten, give y'all a chance. And boy, did y'all drop the ball. And boy, are you continued to drop the ball. I'm listening to the budget to see what is priority for Abaco. 1 year and 11 months. The water just started to flow now and again, frequently, 2 days in a row, 3 days in a row, 4 days in a row, for the first time in 11 months. Basic necessity. Wash, wash, wash. With what? 2 years in 2 weeks. 35 million on a bridge. Wow. You still have hundreds of people that still need a hand up, not a hand out, with the monies that were allocated by foreigners to this weightless F&M government. It is heartbreaking. It's hurtful to know that strange people, non-Bahamians, would entrust this F&M government to rebuild 47 homes. September 1st will be 2 years, and this government swear to God and man that they would not build one house. And I guess they wouldn't build none by the monies that the people has given, because it's 2 years. 47 families could have been under this suffering. Nobody has looked at our precious pearls, the people that helped to build Dunderstown, Murphytown, the entire Abaco, Grand Key, everywhere. Nobody has looked to help them. They couldn't even get a $100 voucher from social service. When they went to Maxwell's, they refused the $100 voucher, while the foreign people were given $1,500 voucher. Not a problem. But Abaco, remember those days at the airport when this government never looked to evacuate anybody? What if we didn't have people like the Red Cross, CORE, Samaritan Purse, the Rotary, and there's some other agency, I don't know them because I don't call them because I haven't had any dealing with them, but there's All Hands and Hearts. They're still on the ground. They have some other agencies that are here. But the government took these people from rebuilding our homes. They rebuilt the school, basically, with their monies. They rebuilt the sixplex at the clinic. And they're now putting another wing on. Foreign people on top of the hill at the clinic, rebuilding, government building, while we have people like Annie Dell that's 85 years old in Spring City that they took the door off her house. She's a Bahamian. The government belongs to her. Nobody's in the house, but they say, go fend for yourself. 85 years old. While people is rebuilding the government stuff that came here to help rebuild our lives, the government took them off of rebuilding people like Annie Dell and the other older people in the community. They had the money, they got the means, but the government shift their intention to rebuild what the government ought to be in rebuilding: the schools, the clinic, and all this stuff. The monetary funds that they put in rebuilding Central Abaco Primary, that could have rebuilt 40 homes right there. And then, this one is hard. And I keep calling this. That Bakers Bay membership give the government excess money to rebuild 47 homes. And the government hasn't rebuilt one single house yet. They're trying to rebuild low-cost home. I hope they're not taking the monies that Bakers Bay give to rebuild people home, and they're in Central Pines building low-cost home. Man, that's some skullduggery, That's something to think about. They are only started for low-cost home, but they have not built one single home, according to them, because they can't even tell you where it's going to be built. They can't tell you who's the contractor. No transparency. They can't tell you whose name is on the list. And they can't tell you which one of them brutes or buggers going to pick the names. I hope. Anyway, I can leave that one. But some of these pastors and these bishops ought to stay out of it. Stay in your little church and stop making God look bad, because you're politicizing other people's money. It is not FNM money. Stop treating it as it's political. When these people give the money to rebuild 47 homes, they didn't say, give it to the FNMs, give it to the PLP. They say, rebuild 47 homes. And the worst thing they did was to put that in the hands of the government. Hurricane is coming. July of last month was supposed to be the opening of the multi-purpose hurricane shelter people. I was there when the Prime Minister and Darren Henfield broke the ground. The people had the plan. They had the architects. They had the lumber yard. They had the money. They had the personnel. What stopped them? The dogmatic mind of the FNM. They wanted to control the money, so we're stuck in limbo with not one decent hurricane shelter in 48 years of independence. The people had the money, and they're gone. And Kai gone, because Kai cares. This government is robbing us blind.